So let me go through the 3 ABC of change. The first one is awareness before change. Second one is acceptance before change. And the final one is action brings change. Hi, this is another part of a series on managing performance. My name is KCC, and I'm here to share with you something called positive reinforcement. Now, all of you know, I'm sure, that performance is influenced by consequences, which means performance, whether good or bad, will depend after that on what happens to the performer after that particular performance. What we want to do is to ensure that we reinforce positive performance so that we get the results that we're looking for. Reinforcement is one of the most effective consequences for motivating employees. However, you will find that some people are not very good at it, managers in particular. Now, some of them are not forthcoming when it comes to giving positive reinforcement to the employees who's doing a good job. They tend to hold themselves back. What's the reason? Sometimes people say that if you praise them too much, their head will become bigger and they will start becoming very demanding in that sense. Whether that's true, not true, that's for you to know. But I feel that's not necessarily the case. There are also some people that overdo it to the point of being patronizing and making the performer feel that it's just, talk and no real sincerity into it. And being sincere in giving performance reinforcement is a very important part of motivating an employee. So how do we go about making sure that when we give positive reinforcement, it gets the result that we're looking for? And by the way, what's the result we're looking for? Why do you need to reinforce a person's performance, especially if they've done a great job? So performance is to make a person feel good about what he has done so that he will do it again. So let me repeat that. A reinforcement is very important because you want to make a person feel good about what he has done so that he will do it again, especially if he's doing something right, doing something well. So there's a process in getting this done well. So first and foremost, you describe the performance in as specific a way as you can. Because if you talk about, oh, you did a good job, but the person doesn't know what you're referring to, what good job have I done? But if you say to a person, yesterday, I saw that you talked to the customer and you're able to calm down the customer in a way which makes the customer feel at ease and be willing to listen to us and be able to eventually buy more from us. Now that's describing a specific performance. The second part is to explain why this particular performance would have certain consequences to the organization. So if I say you have done a great job with the customer and he feels good about what we have done, and this is important to the organization because we want customers to keep coming back again and again, and they only will do so if they feel good about what we have done. And that will help us to increase sales. So when you describe a specific performance and you explain the consequence of that performance, the performer will have a better understanding. And if you say something positive about it and say, that's a great job and please continue doing this, you basically give him a reason for doing it again. So once again, reinforcement is one of the most effective consequences for motivating an employee. And the reason why you want to do that is to make a performer feel good about what he has done so that he will do it again. So thank you very much. Once again, this is KCC in the Managing Performance series for you.